I will tell you now, when I just clicked this button, I was nearly sick in my mouth for a second there. Seeing how many more are here. Hey guys, this is Hell Hades. This is a Raid Shadow Legends video. Guys, I was on stream last night. I was showing off my Faction Guardian setup. And, you know, explaining that I'm a whale, yeah? I've been playing the game for a couple of years. I've spent a chunk, probably upwards of 20 grand on this game. Probably 25 grand, honestly. If I'm being honest with myself. Anyway, we had a Kraken in the chat. Galen, he's been a big part of the community for a long time. And he said, do you want to show my account? And I've got to say, I was shocked. Totally shocked. Check it out. It's crazy. I can't empower anyone to max anyway. I can't do it. But I can't empower anyone whilst wanting to fill stuff up. There's some funky old screenshots going around as well. Let me show you a screenshot while I'm waiting for this code. And we were only just getting into the start of this, by the way. This is a Lady Kimmy that is currently in the game. 417 speed. With 521 accuracy. Plus a load of crit, honestly, but I'm not even... Plus a ton of health. Like, this is absolutely disgusting. But look how much you get from empowerment here. Nearly 4 times the value of your Great Hall in HP. About 3 times. 3 times the value of your Great Hall in HP. Over double the Great Hall in attack. The same as your Great Hall again in defense. I mean, just straight up plus 15 here, but plus 10 as well in Faction Guardian. So plus 25 here in speed. Obviously extra stats. It's just... Okay, we're going to jump into Galen's account. So Galen is a self-confessed Kraken. Galen eats dirty whales for breakfast. Galen lets the rest of us play for free if we want to. That's what he does. He's a good fella. Okay then, Galen's account. Let's have a look. So, Gods and Legends, Galen, Alexander, thank you for the sub as well. 10,000 mystery shards on this account, guys. 10,000. Anyway. Great Hall. Is it maxed? No, it's not. Galen, it's slacking. What's going on with this? No fights this week. Right. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we have got on this account. What the fuck is that? 8 Kymars. What the hell is that? 5 Sonics. 4 Seafies. Plus 4 Warlord. Plus 4 Trunda, Vizier, Morley. Flippin' heck. Were there more down here that we didn't see as well? Yes, we've got a load more down here we didn't see earlier. Bloody hell, there's so many more in here. Is that another 4 Lysandras on top of 4 I've already seen? Wow. That is pretty nuts. Let me just think here. So that Trunda is maxed. Still with a max. Oh, so you can put the plus 4 in here. I didn't realize that actually. So still with a max Guardian thing as well. You could literally max out 2 Kymars as well. You could max out 2 Kymars right now if you wanted to. That is disgraceful. Look how disgusting this is. Look at it. 5 Fushan sitting right there. Another one empowered. 4 Lissandras. So this is like the more extreme end. 4 Hedgies, so he's so close. 5, we've got another one he could empower here in Voids. Self-identified free-to-play. Fair enough. X-Factions doesn't have the 10 out of 10 in. The Lizards, he could easily do it if he wanted to. I guess he's not doing it because of probably a clan boss thing. And then Shadowkin, he can't do it. Even I'll tell you now. I will tell you now. When I just clicked this button, I was nearly sick in my mouth for a second there. Seeing how many more are here is totally disgusting, man. That is pretty damn nuts. That is pretty nuts. Sell feet picks to Cirilla, that's all I'm going to say. We know what that means. If he's onto the feet picks, damn, that's a lot of money coming back. Okay, let's check out what sort of stats he's getting then. So Warlord, empowered. Look at the extra stats you get for the empowerment. It's so much. It is so much. Are they all booked? Yeah, they will be booked. They will be booked. Anything that he's using will be booked, sure. Oh, is that a crazy? Trunda, what's going on with the Trunda? 7k attack, 256% crit damage. So you started playing December 2019. Okay. So this is someone... I'm going to be totally frank about this. This is somebody who's spent a lot of money in the game and has got tons of champions, all the champions in the world. His gear is good, but it's nowhere near still the top player's gear. It's nowhere near. Unless it can be reworked in some way. So that's a reality here. He is going to be a crazy person to try and take on in somewhere like Plat Arena, but they'll be worse than this for sure. I'll just talk you through this Trunda that I've seen. Trunda that I've seen. I can't tell you who this is. I'm going to read out some numbers to you. HP 58,000. Attack 8,286. Speed 165. It is slow, but it's usable. Crit rate 100%. Crit damage 334%. So attack 8286. 8286 attack. 334 crit damage. This is too ridiculous. In Savage. Yeah. In Savage gear. In Savage. That's a Trunda. That is a Trunda. Unfortunately, what's happened is, overnight, the massively elite of the game have just gone crazy. I could show the Solus and Lissandra. Cool. Okay, so here's the Solus that I've seen as well. Thanks, Senti. This is a Solus that we've seen. Savage gear. A good speed, like 200 odd speed. Over 200 speed. 100% crit rate. 325 crit damage. With, what's that, 7k defense. And still got enough accuracy to land his shit. So one of the things which is actually a genuine concern for me is I don't really see what all the stats are for. Like, everything which was a challenge 5 minutes ago is now totally dull for these players. So if Doom Tower Hard 120 was a challenge for any of these players, suddenly overnight their accounts have just been turbocharged. Yeah, my free to play has just been boosted. Yeah, my free to play, I've just been boosted. I've got a few epics which double up. I've got a bunch of rares which empower my rares. So the game just became easier for everyone overnight. Okay, whether you're a Kraken or not, the game just became easier for you. Every single person in this chat right now, game's easier today than it was yesterday. So the trouble with that is an easy game's kind of dull, which means that you constantly need new, harder content to beat. PvP is different. PvP is boring, boring, boring until you play in Plat, and then it's really hard. That's it. Plat's like a separate game. Let's forget Plat for a minute. It's a separate game. The rest of the game is what everyone else plays. And it just got easier overnight. So I'm a bit concerned about that because, you know, Clan Boss, everyone's just done a bit more damage today on Clan Boss than they did yesterday. Doom Tower, you've just pushed an extra few levels than you used to be able to. But for no reason. So this is the idea. I mean, this is the Kraken. This is the player that you might be up against in your next Plat push. Basically, that's what it comes down to. And you can imagine now, I think there's plenty of the Plat level players that do have enough CPs to go maxed out and that type of stuff as well. But yeah, Hymar is ready to go. Check what champs it doesn't have, yeah. Full House. Shiramani. I've actually got 4 Shiramanis, I think, or maybe 3. Maxed. Panarak. Are you just a completionist here, Galen? Is that what it comes down to, or... So a couple of the ones you've got to go out and get. Clear somehow. Furious. Again, a couple of the Doom Tower ones. Do one and a Doom Tower one. He didn't collect Vlad. That's weird. Didn't collect Vlad unless he's waiting to be picked up. Yeah, damn. That's pretty nuts, man. What you'll find, though, so someone like Galen here, when new champions come out, it becomes increasingly more and more difficult. If you're a collector, like it feels like Galen is, it becomes more and more increasingly difficult to find that particular new one. And that's how they get the Krakens. That's why the Krakens keep this game running for us. You know what scares me the most, honestly? What scares me the most about this is Raid don't often reverse a decision like this. In fact, we're already a day too late to reverse this. Because people have fed their champions. It would be an absolute ball ache to get back to where we were a day ago. So we're already a day too late. They didn't listen to... We got a test server. We test. We tell them this is dumb. 100% everyone, near enough everyone in the chat was like, this is dumb. And it comes out, and guess what? It's dumb. It's totally dumb. Leave it at this. This alone, Faction Guardians, was a good buff. This was a good buff. And I think pretty decent implementation, honestly. I think that would have been fine. Do that. And then if you want something else, like a cherry on top, then make the token trader more accessible thing. That's all you needed. Those 2 things. Did not need this. This has made the game stupid right now. I'm not sure. Catman, you say for a business it's good. I feel like it's so short-term good. I feel like it's one of those really short-term things. Because I think you actually lose a lot of players from this. Honestly, this is the most concerned I've ever been for Raid. I've been doing content for Raid for bang on 2 years, basically. It is the most concerned I've ever been for the game. Free-to-play won't be able to do it. Free-to-play can't really get on board with a dupe system either, honestly. You know, free-to-players, they might moan about this. No dupe system was ever going to be good for a free-to-player. There was not a single dupe system benefits a free-to-player because they just don't have the champions to do it. Yeah, it is concerning, honestly. It is a big concern. Like, it pushes shard pulling has gone now above gear collection with Empowering. It used to be, yeah, look, you can get your champions, but you need to gear them well. If you don't gear them well, then you are not going to compete. So there was always that kind of, you've got to play the game to actually compete. Now I feel like you bridge that gap much quicker just by having a ton of dupes.